Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Okay, so my name is Brother Muhammad, and what I'm going to be doing today is that I'm just going to be talking to you very briefly about Ruqya and about what Ruqya is and how it's done, and basically what I will be doing. So there are many videos, lectures, books, people doing Ruqya and practicing Ruqya, people having their various methods of what they do and what they don't do and how they do it and how they don't do it, and some people saying that this is Ruqya Sharia compliant, and some that it's not, etc, etc, etc. I'm not here to discuss any particular type of methodology or discuss any particular person or what they do and what they don't do and how they do it and how they don't do it, or what is the strength and weaknesses of what they do. I'm only here about myself and my very humble and small contribution to the field of Ruqya. Okay, so what is Ruqya? Ruqya is basically spiritual cleansing, okay, where we are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that the person who is in front of us, male, female, whatever, is afflicted with either jinn, black magic, or with the evil eye. And the whole essence of Ruqya is basically making that connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and asking Allah to give that shifa to that person. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will remove the jinn, the black magic and the evil eye through His grace, through His mercy, through His holiness, and He will do this through the intermediary of the Raqi. This is how it's done. What I will be doing today is that I will be basically performing a Ruqya, but my Ruqya is not going to be what I would classify as an all singing, all dancing. My Ruqya is basically going to be very quiet. You may hear me whisper a few things, you may not. So this really is an opportunity for me just to share my methodology of how I do Ruqya. Now, do some people it will affect, some people it won't affect, some people will say something positive about it, some people will say something negative about it, and some people will be very much indifferent towards it. Whether you say something positive, whether you say something negative, or whether you say something indifferent, to be honest with you, I don't really care. No, I'm not really interested, because my whole intention of doing this is just basically for the pleasure of Allah, and Allah will judge my intention and my outcome, as opposed to any particular human being. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This is what I'm going to ask a person does. So anybody who wants to do, or anybody who wants to have my Ruqya needs to basically do this. So for the sisters, and this equally applies to the brothers as well, number one is that you must be in a state of wuzu. So I ask that you go make wuzu. That's number one. So if you're a sister, obviously you make your wuzu, and if need be, if you need to have a ghusl, then you make your ghusl. The other thing is that you must also, for females, they must cover their head. Okay, so as if you got a chunni or a hijab or niqab or whatever you want to wear, but you must have your face covered. Sorry, not your face, your head covered. Okay, so it's like this. That's number one. Secondly, if you've got any rings, tavizes, charms, talismans or anything like this, this needs to be removed. And then the other thing that you must do is that you must be dressed modestly. Okay, likewise with the brothers as well, is that you need to have wuzu, and likewise you must be dressed modestly as well. And all that I'm going to ask you to do is just basically to go into your room or a sofa or something like this, and all I'm going to ask you to do is just literally lie down. Okay, now when you lie down, all I'm going to ask you to do is just literally to close your eyes, and just keep your eyes closed until I finish my prayers. Okay, my prayers will be about 20 to 25 minutes, there or thereabouts. Now, when you have your eyes closed, during the process, you might see something, you might not. You might feel something, you might not. If you see something, please don't be scared. Likewise, if you feel anything, please don't be scared. The best analogy that I can give is that you have a house, you have a spiritual house, and basically I come along with a torch and I shine a torch in that house, and I see who basically shouldn't be there. Anybody, sorry, anybody that shouldn't be there, I basically take out by the permission of Allah. So for those people who may feel something, this may be a possible explanation of this. So a couple of rules is, number one, we said that you must have wuzu. So if you need to go and make wuzu, then go and make wuzu, and then you can pause the video here. The other thing is that you have to be dressed modestly. That's number two. Nothing that's got any writing on or pictures or images like this. And the third thing is you must be in a room where you're not going to be disturbed. So this may be your bedroom, or it may be downstairs. If you're doing this at night time, it's up to you. You can leave the light on or off. It really makes no difference. That's entirely up to you, whatever that you are comfortable with. And the third golden rule is that you mustn't pray. There's absolutely no praying. So just think of it as all you're going to do is that you're just going to lie down for literally 20 minutes, and then I'm just going to pray over you, and then inshallah after about 20 minutes I will then say in the video, I say, okay brother, sister, you can wake up now, and then we'll just have a very small conversation, if that makes sense, or should I say you will hear me talking just regarding what you might have seen and what you might not have seen, and then what you might have felt and then what you might not have felt. And then towards the end I will give you my contact number and a web page. Should you have any further issues or questions that you need to ask me, then feel free, then please ask me. Okay, so I've gone over the rules, which are basically as I've said before. So now I'm going to basically start the ruqya. So all that's going to happen is for the next 20 minutes or so, all that's going to happen is that you're just going to probably see me just making dua, etc. In that period, if you're watching this on your phone or your laptop or anything like this, all that I ask is that you just keep it on, and that you just maintain that silence. But you must be in a place where you're not going to, inshallah, be disturbed. And basically what we ask for Allah's protection, we ask for Allah's shifa, and we ask for His mercy and His maghfirah. Ameen, Allahumma ameen. Okay, so I'm going to begin now. So I hope you're in a position where you are just literally going to be lying down now, and I will ask you now to, inshallah, close your eyes. Just try and keep your eyes closed at all times, and inshallah I will begin. But like I said, the difference between this ruqya is it's not an all singing, all dancing one, which basically means that you're not going to hear me go Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alif Lam Mim. In fact, on the contrary, you won't hear me do any of that. It's just going to be a very silent ruqya, because at the end of the day is that we are appealing to Allah to remove any black magic from you, to remove any jinn from you, and to remove any sihr from you. We don't have to say it loud, and the analogy is just very much simple as when we do prayer. There's some prayers that we say aloud, and there's some prayers that we say in silent. But in the eyes of Allah is Allah that we are listening to, or sorry, that we are asking. With Allah, He hears you whether you say it aloud or whether He hears you softly. So we will be doing the softly approach, if that makes sense. Okay. So inshallah I will begin, and I will begin with just a very short 2-3 minutes of dua that I will just make like this, and then after that I have a tasbih with me here, and that I will go through a couple of repetitions on a couple of tasbihs. And you may kind of like, I mean, if you're watching, or you may hear me just kind of like blowing, just for example, I may just go like this. So just so you're aware that what's going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to begin now, and then literally there'll be silence for probably about 20 odd minutes, and then inshallah afterwards I will then say, okay, if you are asleep, or if you do have your eyes closed, is that inshallah you can actually open your eyes now. So I'm just trying to get this a little bit straight. Hopefully it's not going to be too wonky. Okay, so inshallah we shall begin, inshallah. Okay, let's begin. Okay, so just keep your eyes closed, and inshallah I'll talk again after about 20 odd minutes, inshallah. Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Okay, brothers and sisters, if you were asleep, then inshallah you can open your eyes now. So some people will fall in certain categories. There will be some people who will have an effect, quite a dramatic one, and some people it will have no effect. But I just like to say that all shifa is from Allah, all cure is from Allah, all protection is from Allah. Now, some of you may possibly be feeling a bit dazed and shaky and kind of like a little bit disorientated. So what I suggest is that if you want me to give a feedback, because there'll be some of you that would have seen some things and would probably want some explanation about what they saw and stuff. And there'll be some people who would have experienced some things as well. So if you saw something and you want an explanation of it, and if you felt something, then you wish to have an explanation of it, then basically contact me. So because there'll be signs and symptoms for the presence of jinn, there'll be signs and symptoms which are present for the effects of black magic, and there'll be signs and symptoms which are present for the effects of evil eye. But if you call me or contact me or email me, I give you the following details and tell me what you saw and experienced during this ruqya, then I will be able to tell you what those signs and symptoms basically meant. So there's several ways that you can get in contact with me. One way is that you can leave your comments here on the YouTube clip. That's one way. The other thing is that you can visit my webpage, which is www.ruqyaservicesforyou, that's for you.com. That's one way that you can also contact me. Or you can email me at info@ruqyaservicesforyou.com. If you tell me that you obviously saw the video and this was what you saw and your reaction and the contact name, a number and an email, then I can respond to you accordingly. Or alternatively, you can phone me. My mobile number is 07459 270 That's 07459 270 and don't forget the area code is 0044. You can also follow me on Facebook as well. I'm there on Ruqya Services for You. Thank you for your patience, and like I said, all shifa is from Allah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us if we said anything or if we did anything wrong, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cure all the ummah from jinn, from black magic and from sihr, and may He guide us all to Sirat al-Mustaqim, and may also He guide the non-Muslims to Ahdina Sirat al-Mustaqim, because we are all from the children of Adam and Eve. Ameen. Allahumma ameen. Jazakallah.